Greetings, everybody. Wow, that was a dangerous intro. Greetings, everybody. I am Lobo, and welcome to episode 51 of my Minecraft survival series. Now, today, we got some unfinished business here in the business district. Namely, we got to finish up the slime farm. We got to finish up the slime farm. We got to finish up the mine area. We got to finish up all this stuff before we start moving on outward and expanding the city. So what I'm going to do, we're going to get right into this. What I am going to do is start clearing out some space here because this is going to be our actual mine access. And you know what, guy, yeah, you might want to get out of here because this place is about to get mighty dangerous, mighty quick. So let's go ahead and block this off. You're going to want to hang out there. You're going to want to tell all your friends not to come in here as well because mobs could start spawning once we start getting boring, and we're about to get boring real quick. Yeah, let me go ahead and start carving out some area here. All right, so I'm clearing out some space here. I need to figure out how far back we actually need to go with this because I want it to start curving around. I want to start going downward and stuff like that because I want this mine to go two different ways. I want it to go one path leads down to our actual mine, down to about Y level 10ish instead of taking the elevator, you know, just a mine. The other way I want to lead to our storage system. So, I mean, obviously though, we're going to have to go down to go to either of those. So, you know, we're not going to do that right now. Right now, I just need to figure out like exactly where the path is going to kind of lead to. So we'll be working on that. As far as the storage system goes, like for all this stuff right here that I'm gathering right now, I've set up this little drop chute right here for a temporary storage solution. And let me make sure I got my bread on my hotbar because I don't want to accidentally throw that down the hole and lose it forever. Because these chests are about to get mighty disorganized mighty quick. Right now, there's a bunch of random stuff in there, and you know, let me throw a few things down here to kind of show you, like this is how I unload stuff and blah 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 blah. But if we want to go down there, I can show you what we got going on, and this is gonna hurt. Okay. So we got all these chests set up in front of our slime farm right here that we are going to be opening up in this episode. I don't think we're going to get around to the actual completion of the slime farm today, but we are going to go ahead and dig this whole area out. So that hey, I'm trying to talk to people here, guy. Jeez, let me help you out a little bit, won't you? You want some more of that? Anyway, this is our the temporary storage solution, which we kind of got some random stuff in here, as I said, from what these chests used to contain, because we had some of these chests here previously, and I was just storing stuff from down here in our mine. But yeah, we're going to ultimately be just tossing down all the dirt and the rocks that we gathered today into this little storage system right here. And we want to make sure we don't toss anything else that's not dirt and rocks down there, obviously. But yeah, let me go ahead and get back to digging right now. I just wanted to show you that real quick. So I'm realizing that we're going to be going through a lot of tools today. So I just want to get my spare shovel over here. I also want to go ahead and bring my fortune pickaxe with us because we're going to be putting that to work today too. So we don't have to come and mend as much. We can expend more durability on our tools before we actually need to go mend. I need to go ahead and just get rid of this axe. This is just taking up valuable inventory space, and we're not going to be chopping down any trees while we're down here doing this. So let me show you what we got going on. So we have this dug down a little bit now, and what it's going to do is going to go down gradually and then kind of curve around right here. So this is going to be the access to our mine, and I kind of want it to be I think it's going to start curving to the right. I think it's just going to go this way a little bit and then start curving to the right and go down maybe past our elevator over there and then start wrapping around that all the way down to the bottom about Y level 10ish. So yeah, I think this is going to be about 5 by 5. I think that's kind of a safe bet. It might be bigger, it might be smaller. Same for over here. This might actually need to be much bigger than 5 by 5. I'm thinking we'll start with 5 by 5, but then we might expand that. But this is going to be the access to our storage system. And as far as both these tunnels go, I have specific criteria in mind for them. So as we discussed, the mine is going to start curving around this way and then go that way in a gradual slope downward past our elevator. The storage system needs to link up with our fountain right there, our fountain input, and it's also going to go straight pretty much to where that pillar is, way off in the distance. That is the site of my future base. So I want both these areas to be linked by this storage system so they're easy to get to. That's the plan as of now anyway. Yeah, I came in here to check on these chests, and it's become apparent very quickly that this is not going to work for us. This hopper cannot process all the blocks that we're throwing into it fast enough. So what I want to try to do is, I'm not sure if minecart with hopper, like if a minecart with hopper will load these items into a chest any faster, but I do think it's worth a shot. Because we don't want to be losing stuff, because we're going to be getting some pretty valuable stuff as we do this. We'll be getting iron, we'll be getting andesite, which I desperately need for when we start expanding our city wall again. So we do need to load up on that. We need to load up on iron for our storage system because we're going to need tons and tons of hoppers for that. So what I think I'm going to try to do is see if this minecart with hopper will work. If we go ahead and break this, I'll put it on top of the chest. That means it will start loading the chest. If we throw items in here, this does not actually seem to be loading fast at all. Well, that's a bummer. So maybe what we could try is having a water stream that's going to push our items downward past multiple hoppers, giving us multiple possible input points into multiple chests. And hopefully that stops our system from clogging. Even if it doesn't, I think we're going to leave it at this because I honestly want to get back to digging and I'm not going to spend all day working on an item transportation system that's going to get torn down within the next couple episodes anyway. And I think what we're going to do is probably just throw in our most valuable stuff first so we can ensure that gets collected in that first hopper. And then everything else is just pretty much going to be stone and dirt, which, to be honest with you, we have a ton of, and I'm not going to be heartbroken if we lose a little bit of it. Negative. Where did you even come from? I'm not sure if that's a lone zombie or part of a potential siege, but because I am worried about that, I'm going to go and run around the city real quick and make sure all our villagers are safe. Make sure that we don't have any other zombies within the city, because that is a little bit worrying. I thought I had the mine area non-spawnable, but it looks like our villagers are safe. I don't hear any zombies. I don't see any zombies. All our villagers are just mingling about. So I'm going to go ahead and guess we're okay, and this was due to my negligence in not getting this area completely lit up. There are no further signs of apocalypse, so maybe before I get back to digging, if I ever can get back to digging, I'm going to go ahead and start putting some lights around here and just trying to brighten this place up a bit. Okay, so I hid some more lighting within the rocks. Hopefully that's good. This guy is safe. All our villagers are safe. This guy was actually cowering in the corner over there. But yeah, you can't really tell because it's daylight, but trust me, there is now extra lighting, hopefully sufficient enough to keep zombies from spawning in this area. All right, so mine access. Storage room access, and down here is going to be our slime farm, which we are also going to be digging out. I've done some planning, traced out the perimeter of the room, and from here all we really have to do is dig down, and I do think I have the right area because we got these little slimes spawning in here. I'm sure as we give them more space, more headroom, big slimes are going to spawn too and be very annoying. But I'm thinking right now I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit of music and get to work. Right, so I think I'm going to take a quick break from digging for a little bit because our pickaxe is about halfway done. We got these other ones that are pretty much on the way out. They need to be mended again before we get back to digging the slime farm out. But we have made a pretty good amount of progress, even though it's incredibly annoying having you guys bounce into me whenever I'm trying to do anything down here. We got this iron. I need to collect the iron in the walls and stuff, especially before we dig further down. There's like coal and stuff too. I'm not too worried about that. we got plenty of that. Andesite, I definitely want to grab this stuff as we come across it. And we have found this zombie spawner right here, which we found previously, and I completely forgot about until now. So maybe we'll be doing something with that when we come back to this area. Another thing that's kind of cool is the fact that all these underground areas that we're building, they're kind of really in close proximity to each other. So we got we got our slime farm back there, we got our mine right here, and if we go down this, like I'm thinking we can add like secret passages to get from one like type of space to another type of space down here. I think that might be kind of cool. But yeah, mine down here. So I need to kind of extend that. So we can do something like this and bring this whole area down right here. And this actually works out pretty perfectly because as you see, if we decide to walk down here instead of taking our elevator, this stairway will actually lead us right down to the entrance of the elevator. So we have access to our mine right here in this one spot. This chest right here is just random mob drops, it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. I don't have my axe on me, so just bear with me for a moment. Because I don't want this thing hovering over my head as I'm trying to build here. So we could probably run that golden chest plate up to jumping jack-o'-lanterns and put it on one of our scarecrows. That might be a good idea. But yeah, all these chests right here, they're going to be gone. We're going to empty all those out. We're going to take our contents upstairs to our storage system. Whoa, you need to back off a little bit, guy. Just leave me alone. Yeah, we're going to build an elevator right here that's going to transport the contents of any chest down here upstairs into our storage system. So let me kind of plan out where that elevator is going to be. Once again, we are in the planning stages. So we've discussed before how we want this fountain right here to be an input into our storage system. That's why we have the hoppers right there. So we want the elevator to come up a couple blocks back from that. And basically any items that get transported to the elevator will eventually just wash down this way toward the hoppers and into the storage system. So we want to figure out where, like which block we actually need to center our elevator on. And it looks like it's either 309.18 or negative 310.18. Okay, negative 309.18. That's where we want to be, negative 309.18. So we need to find the corresponding area downstairs, and hopefully it is within our mine type area and not, say, in our slime farm or anything like that. Just an area that's accessible to us that we can easily place items into a chest in front of it and have them shoot up through the elevator. So it looks like it's going to be this way, and negative 309.18. Perfect. So right here. Right here, and we'll go ahead and mark that. I didn't mean to take out that many blocks, but we'll go ahead and throw a jack-o'-lantern in there with a dropper on top of it, and that's how we're going to mark that area for now for our elevator. And this actually works out perfect because now we have like this whole area right here that we could use as our mining hub. Eventually, all these chests are going to be gone. This area will be more opened up. We'll have our stairway that comes down right here, our elevator right here, our entrances to the mine. We'll have our item elevator right there. We'll cut off access to the slime farm and stuff like that. I want that to be part of our science lab type area, which is another underground area. But yeah, from the mine area, we can maybe come over this way, and this is where we have our branch mine. And you know, I'm pretty sure that this area is picked dry, so maybe we want to go that way instead and start mining out that way. But yeah, that's the plan as of right now, I think. So I've cut off the water flow up here in the fountain, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start boring a 3x3 area all the way down to our mine right here. And I want to dig out the whole 3x3 area just to make sure it's going to be solid when we replace blocks in there. And I also want to replace it with blocks that I will know not to break in case we do any more building underground. So let me go ahead and take this all the way down. All right, so I think we should be getting pretty close at this point. We got maybe just a couple more layers to go through. Nope. Nope, we're through. We're through. We made it all the way through. Let me go ahead and just finish breaking this out. So now we know where our elevator is actually going to be. And then we can go ahead and I think my inventory is full. It doesn't sound like, no, I'm not picking up blocks anymore. Let me go ahead and empty out my inventory because we got a whole bunch of random stuff in here right now. And hopefully, before we actually get rid of these chests right here, we'll have our storage system built to automatically sort our items because everything is just, it's a mess. It's such a mess right now. So moving over to our storage system hallway, which is going to run from the business district mine area to our future base, I want to carve out a little bit of area to where we can, towards the fountain basically, to our elevator towards the fountain, so we can run a line that transports items from the item input at the fountain to our storage system, our storage chests and stuff, which are going to be located over here. If that makes sense, I feel like I'm just like saying words. I feel like that's a bunch of words. Hopefully it made sense to you, but that's the idea anyway. So yeah, this is our elevator type area with our hoppers right there. So we're going to have two main subterranean structures in this world. We're going to have our research facility, which we discussed earlier. That's our gas laboratory right there. And our mine. I'm not sure if we want the storage system to be part of the mine or part of the research facility, but I do know that as far as the research facility goes, we want to link up the mob, like all the mob stuff, to be part of the research facility. So I want to kind of link up this hallway that's going to lead between the gas laboratory and our slime farm, which is down this way. It looks like it's going to be underwater. Hopefully we can actually go this way and not run into too much trouble. I don't know. We'll see. All right, yeah, so we got everything roughly linked up now. And yeah, this did run underwater right here. In fact, if I take out this stone right here, you can see this leads us right into our dock area. And I was thinking, you know, this could make a cool secondary hidden entrance from our waterside district. You know, down underneath the pier, we could kind of lead down this way and figure out where I came from, and maybe come down into our research facility that way. You know, I want to have multiple entrances to these places just to make them easier to get to in case we need to, you know, get anywhere in a hurry. I want this place to be easily traversable. And why did that water stop? Where was that water going? Oh no, it flooded our beacon cave. This is actually our beacon cave right here. So you can see we have one beacon way down there. We have another beacon pyramid that's over this way, but I need to make sure we keep this place well lit, because I do have to come back down here to switch over to jump boost when we actually start building. I don't want mobs to jump me while I'm doing that. But if we follow along down this way, and I'll grab some of this stuff since I've emptied out my inventory, I can actually grab some of this stuff now. If we come down this way, you can see that this leads us into our slime area and our zombie spawner area. We hit the zombie spawner first, and this could be a cool little area to set up as like kind of an observation station to kind of watch what's going on in our zombie spawner, to watch what's going on in the slime farm here. But yeah, that's for later. Right now, I need to go ahead and take care of a little bit of mending since we got some stuff planned out now. So this should just about do it for our last pickaxe. Awesome. We could probably go ahead and mend up our sword since we got a little bit more paper in our inventory. Ryan is a champ right here, and he is locked out, but that's okay because we have plenty of glass to trade him. Even though we don't need to mend anymore, I kind of just want to get rid of the rest of the paper in my inventory. So we'll just keep doing this until we get rid of all of our paper. You locked out again, Ryan? All right, we'll do one more glass trade. How about that? One more glass trade, and then we're going to call it a day, okay? All right, so we'll just do this and see if we can get him open back up. And no, he's locked out. So yeah, thank you for the emeralds. I think we're going to go ahead and call it a day here, Ryan. I'll come back when I got some books to trade you. But yeah, I kind of want to get out, guys. If you don't mind moving out of the way of the doors, I would like to exit, please. See, this is the tricky part right here, because these guys like to try to run out as soon as I open those trap doors, especially at nighttime. As you see, it's getting to night, so that's when they like to rush the doors here. But I think what we can probably do is go a little tricky way and get out like that. Haha, got you guys. All right, let me get all my stuff back together. And since we're mended up now, I think we're going to go ahead and finish digging out our slime farm. Well, that actually took a little bit longer than expected, but now we have this whole area carved out to build up our slime farm in the coming episodes. So that's cool. Let me go ahead and empty out my inventory right here. I think these are all full. I've been having to kind of jump down and then pillar back up. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do that so I don't waste time. Geez, we're just loaded with stuff right now. So yeah, let me go ahead and empty all this stuff out. We have our slime farm dug out. And the next thing we need to do is go ahead and pillar back up there, because there is something else we need to take care of before I can actually call this a wrap. I'm so used to having jump boosts. I'm not used to doing these 1 high jumps. I had to take that off to do the Haste 2, obviously. But yeah, the next thing I want to do is look at the walls here, kind of find like what we need to collect out of them, like the gold, the lapis, all that stuff. We have these big deposits of andesite I might want to take out, just the big ones, you know, more iron and stuff like that. And at this point, you may be asking yourself, Lobo, would it not have been easier to take all that out of the walls as you were coming down? Yes, yes, it absolutely would have. But I really wanted to get this whole area dug out, and I was in such a rush. And you know, now you may be asking, do you regret that decision? Yes. Yes, I do. So I've got what was easily accessible, and I'm just like kind of filling in this area right now, so that way we don't have mobs spawning in here, and you know, because that's gonna ruin everything. Not really, but it's gonna ruin enough. So let me go ahead and pillar back down here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it, because for the rest of it, like, it's easier to obtain it mining than pillaring up and trying to, you know, pick all this stuff out. It's not worth it. I honestly don't even care about these slime blocks right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and let those fall down because we're gonna get more. Yeah, so we got some andesite deposits still in the walls. We saw some gold over there underneath Watchdog. Again, I'm not too worried about that. We can just mine some more of it out. So I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get to our storage system, go through, try to find all our iron and stuff like that, and we'll kind of see how much we got, and hopefully we'll have enough to maybe get our storage system started pretty soon. I don't think I'm going to go through every chest, and some of them are kind of buried. Ow. Some of them are kind of buried in there. Listen here, slimes. Listen here. We're going to have a place for you pretty soon. You're not going to be spawning out here anymore. This is not what we discussed, okay? This is not how things are going to work from here on out, okay? Oh, man. These guys, they're just they've been annoying me all day. Okay, anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Back to rummaging. Okay, so I stowed a bunch of stuff. We still need to go and collect some more stuff through these tunnels right here. You know, and I'm pretty proud of the amount of stuff we've done today, even though we built absolutely nothing. Like, we built completely nothing, zero, zip, nada. I'm so proud of the fact that we bored out a whole bunch of area and set the groundwork in place for more builds in this area. So, you know, we got iron and stuff still on the walls. That's why I'm coming down here. I still need to collect a whole bunch of that stuff before we go ahead and start smelting the whole batch of it. So I will be collecting those on my way back up, but I just want to go ahead and kind of take you guys through this area real quick, so we can just kind of have a peek at everything we've accomplished so far, which is pretty awesome, I'm thinking. So yeah, we will be coming back here next episode and doing a little bit more work here, but I think this is just about going to do us for today. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean so very much to me. And if you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. As always, though, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply, deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.